We're just doing VOD reviews right now. A significant jelly bean. I like that name. How are you guys doing? We just started doing VOD reviews. We started an hour ago. We're doing VOD reviews right now. Come over then. See you in a bit. I'm coming over. It's not that far. It was good, thank you. Nice. I'm glad. I'm glad. Okay, so you play Horsey on Horizon. Pretty straightforward most of the time. Horse on Horizon on defense. All you do is you shield your Bastion, hold the high ground. God damn, coach. Thank you so much for the gifted sub to Charmander. I appreciate it. And thanks for the raid.
Yeah.
That's true.
You guys are crazy.
I should be on
That fucking owl.
right now, but I'm a retarded idiot, so it's fine.
Try to protect Bastion, he will get hacked by someone.
Okay. So yeah, this is the angle you usually start with, and then you have to rotate mid-fight if... I think... Wait, what is the command? I think it is low. Why did it just say that to me? What the heck? So this angle where you're holding right now, this is a basic angle. Of course it helped, but one thing that is important to us, what do you think about everyone saying that Voltza is a feeder? I didn't look at him at all, so I don't know. And who's everyone? I don't know, dude. I have no fucking clue. It's never perm. Alright, let's see. So they play Orisa as well. If that is the case, you basically win here. Because all you do is just hold the high ground here. You have to be careful with your shield placement. You don't want this to happen where you have a cooldown on your shield against that. So if you break their shield here and they have to go back around the corner, you wait with your shield until they put theirs down again. Then you put down yours. That way you will always make sure you have better shield than them. So F, what happened? Why'd you guys type F? You scrimmed with him? I did? When? Once? Okay. Why'd you guys tap F for? My stream lagging? Is that 1K? Can't do that. Unlucky. So right here, yeah, look right here. Your Bastion, he's not protected. So if they play Hog Orisa, by the time their shield breaks and have to go around the corner, just stand next to him in front of him so no one can shoot him. And when they place their new shield, you put yours on. Unless they have a Widow or something like that, then you have to be a little bit more careful. If they have a Widow, I think you have to put the shield early, but then you pull the Widow and she should end up dying. And that way you're fine. And also if they play Widow, they should not break your shield quickly. Stitch is trolling ban, please. What do you mean? Good pull here. If you, by the way, if you play with Bastion, one thing you want to do is you always want to pull these corners in like you just did, because what it does is it will waste a lot of resource of them and it will disrupt their plan. So what happens is if you pull that Orisa into here, she's probably going to fortify or put down a shield. That way they have to wait more 9 seconds. So you trade this cooldown, you gain some ult charge on this guy and they gain nothing. They gain some ult charge on their support maybe, but they lose cooldowns and they can't set up anymore. If you pull that Hog, he will have to vape. So next time you pull him or something happens or if he peeks, he can't just tank again because he can't vape in front of someone else. That kind of stuff. So pulling them at the corner is really good. Charmander, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. What if they have stuff like Zen right click? Would he just get yeeted? That's why you stand in front of him. So you can block it. Zen right click, you see it. Even if he hits the first orb on your Bastion, it's not just gonna happen. You're gonna tank half of it. Wasn't following before sub. Nice. So I don't know. Generally, if you're scared, if there's a reason why you're scared that this guy might get fucked, put the shield down. The problem is just if you put the shield down here, they have an angle at your shield. If they have an Hanzo, for example, they have an angle at your shield where you can't do anything about it. So they break your shield without you being able to do anything. So you have to be a little bit careful. No, on the right hand side of the screen. What? Just going to type the very same thing. I see. So it's just you have to be careful with the shield. Now, if they don't play Hanzo, or even if they play Hanzo and you're scared of your Bastion dying, you put down the shield anyways. But you just have to be a bit careful. And at some point, they will break your shield. They'll have their own, and you will have to body tank it anyway. So generally, it's better to body tank the pre-fight shots like a Zen 5 orb or a Hanzo shot this way for your Bastion instead of losing the shield and then having to tank mid-fight. But yeah. Also on Progi's face cam. I'm jealous now. What? My face cam? But yeah, the pulls you do at this corner, the pulls off. If you have Bastion, pulling off cooldown is actually not bad. This is way too far though. This is way too far. This is the furthest you can go. This is way too far. But pulling there and pulling them out is fine. That's actually good because it disrupts their attack. Very disruptive. Now they walk out. Look right here also, if you don't have shield, your Bastion can get hooked, or you can get hooked, which is way more scarier than taking a little bit of damage. Okay, what are you gonna pull now? Their D.Va is bottom left here. D.Va by herself doesn't matter. Pulling this guy is a good decision because she also can't eat this shit. So pulling this guy in here is actually pretty good. Yeah, this is very good. Also, while you have Fortify up, don't be scared. Okay, so right here, right decision. No shield. Your Bastion's in the open. This guy might get a hook and might not die if he hooks your Bastion. Fortify in front of him. Stay here now. Even if you're discorded, you're not gonna die here. Stay here. Your Bastion might get fucked now because he eats all these rockets from this D.Va. Okay, you have the Baptiste E, but still, don't be scared when you have Fortify up on Orisa. You're not just gonna randomly die with that shit up. It's fucking busted. So, tank that shit for your Bastion. Right here, you should probably keep your pull. D.Va solo committing up here, even if she's nanoed, she's not gonna do shit. Nothing's happening. So you wait with your pull until she runs out of matrix or when she tries to drop and you yoink her back in. That's what we call a yoink. Okay? She flies up here by herself because she got nanoed for no fucking reason. Is useless. She's not gonna do anything with it. Then when she tries to drop back down, you put the ball here and yoink her back up. It's a yoink. Whose VOD is this? It's from FRX. So you yoink her ass, okay? That's what we call a yoink. That's what you do. Like this pull right now, it didn't do anything. Instead, you could have fucked up this D.Va. Okay, but generally you're holding pretty well here so far. One thing, they had a Sombra, right? If they have Sombra, you have to be careful. Also, one thing, if they ever play ball here, what elo? It's mid to high masters. Like 3-8, I think. If they play ball and he goes from outside, it's generally your job to yoink him. So you keep your yoink for it and you look backwards because your team don't need you to be here. You have this thing, so as soon as your shield breaks, you turn around, put new shield, and you literally just stay there to cuck that ball. So you can't boop you down. Because the best thing ball can do is boop down the Orisa, so she can't reshield. And Orisa will probably have to shield herself down here so she doesn't die. So it's the best play for a ball. So if they play ball, keep your yoink for that, you turn for that, you just look backwards. You don't need to extra spam with Bastion. And make sure you take care of this clown. Unless your Hog says, I'm literally just looking at him and holding this corner. Then you don't have to do it. You don't want to put too much resource in it. But generally, if your Hog's not doing it, you do it. D.Va did. I don't know why the D.Va is just flying into your Bastion, but okay. No, I don't even know what they play. I haven't even seen their DPS. I think they played a Sombra. Sombra something. I have no fucking clue. Good pull. Ooh, that's unlucky. But yeah, these pulls are good. These aggro pulls are good with Bastion because it will waste their resource whenever it happens. It's too far again. Don't be too greedy with the distance. Just make sure you get pull. You don't have to get a kill out of it. All you do is just make sure they use some stuff. Okay, they do have a Sombra. She probably has EMP now at this time. By this time at 2 minutes, she definitely has EMP. So at this point, you should tell your Baptiste hide somewhere so you can throw that frisbee at us when we get EMP. They also should have D.Va bomb because you got nanoed and you let her free shoot your Bastion for like a couple seconds. Right here, this is good. This is good. Your shield broke. You fortify in front of him. You don't have to fortify right away, by the way, unless you're super scared of hook and you think you can't get the shift up before he hooks you. Then you do that fortify. It's super safe, but generally you can get a little bit more value by waiting a bit more. This pull, that's okay, but it doesn't really do much. Right here, if they rotate. If they manage to get below you here, or to this side is terrible by the way, but if they manage to get below you here, you don't put a new shield up here, it's useless. Who are you gonna shoot? There's no one coming from this side anymore. So you have to reset somewhere else. You have to go to another angle where you can shoot these people down here, like on top of catwalk, or you set up on point, or you set up above point. Like right here, they're already below you. Right here, they're already below you. The shield that you're pulling, what is that shield? This guy over here? I don't even know how this guy managed to get there. But anyways, this guy is not a threat to you, so that shield doesn't do anything here.
Down there.
No.
Like right here.
Point, please. Help, point.
Yeah, I'm going point.
You don't have to drop point, but it's okay. You can. Look, here's the problem. If you set up on high ground, instead of I need a better angle. 1 sec. Right here. Okay, that's a good angle. If you set up here with your Bastion, instead of on this low ground, even if they EMP you up there, you're not gonna die because they're all on point. So you give them 2 ticks without that freaking EMP, and then you set up back here and put your hog maybe on point, and then you're fine. So don't drop on point right away with Bastion. Dropping into someone with Bastion is generally not a good idea, unless you have a big advantage. Dummy spilled his coffee and he's panicking. What? No! Don't spill your coffee. So generally don't aggro drop into someone with your Bastion. Play the high ground here, so you don't get fucked, because you give them free access right here. This EMP they're using is free because you're on low ground. It's a free EMP, free access. You have no more advantage. You auto lose this fight.
We need to we need to reset on second.
Rip dummy.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Are you staying Bastion or are you switching?
No, stay Bastion. Stay top right.
Bastion top right here. That's okay. You can have that strat. No. One thing, if you play Bastion, now this is ranked, but if you play Bastion, get a D.Va instead of Hog. It's fine to give one tick. Oh yeah. Generally on Horizon, and especially with Bastion comms, you would rather give 2 ticks than go out of position.
Right side hog, right side hog.
Wait. Now we talked a little bit too much. Why didn't you go on high ground with your team? Didn't this guy say go top right? But you go on point corner? Again, you give them free access. Even if you go on this high ground, they can't walk in here against Bastion. It's not possible. If you go on the high ground above you, right here, this high ground, like right above you, then there's no access for them whatsoever. I'm a bot. Relax. Hey, Fredo. I look rested, clean. Yeah, I shaved, then I got a haircut. A rare Progi appeared. What do you mean rare? I stream every day. I only didn't stream yesterday. You guys are absolutely toxic. Probably didn't hear him. Okay, but even then, you should be aware that this is a better play on the high ground. Now, where you at? If this is still playable, but you give them free access on you. Like right here, if you were above, right here, where you can see, they would have to walk through here, get up the stairs, or go from behind here and go up the stairs this way. But if you're down here, all they have to do is walk at you, or go from here. Look at how little distance it is from over here at the Mega towards you. There's such few distance, so it's very hard. Happy birthday! It's not my birthday. I played against a guy named Greedo yesterday. You did? Oh no. It's good for him. What the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, what the heck, dude? I didn't take a day off in like a month for some shit. Yeah, so playing this low ground here is the wrong decision. If you play above them right here, they have a very hard time going point. And they have an even harder time going at you. So I'm swapping, but oh, it's a good decision at this point because you only want to touch. Also a good rollout here. It's a fat powder. Ooh, did you not get your E off? What happened? As soon as you powder up here, you should. I think you start shooting. Yeah, you press your E, buddy. That's a misplay. 1 sec. I have to stretch. Oh my god. That's a misplay right there. This is a really good rollout. You hit so many people with your pile drive. Look how much ult charge you gain. Press E right now. You have 4 people around you. That's, I don't even know. That's like 500 HP. I fucking know. How much is that? 400? I have no fucking clue, but it's a lot of HP. Thick pile drive. Yeah, right here you just die without pressing your E. Because you wanted to shoot. I don't know why you wanted to shoot. But press your E there. There were 4 people around you. That was nuts. Also, 500? Yeah. Because you get 100 for no one around you, right? And you get 100 plus everyone that's around you. So it's 500. So yeah, use your E there before you start shooting.
I mean, they pressed Q, we didn't. They
We only invested none. That's some good talk. That's what you pick. I would assume you pick Hammond here. The heck, Hammond Monkey? Monkey is terrible against Bunker these days. If they play Ashe Bunker, it's playable. If you play against Bastion, playing with Monkey is absolutely terrible. Monkey doesn't do anything. So ball is generally meta if you play any kind of dice setup right now. Because Monkey ult, I don't know, double Maintank games. Let's see. Ball is the right pick here for sure. Monkey is a shit pick. Should be on Diva. Diva is useful still. Let's see what rollout you do. There's a bunch of rollouts you can do. Okay, they don't have Bunker. Good scouting here. What the fuck are they playing? They do have Bunker. Before you do that rollout to the right, make sure you see what their tanks are. Because you didn't see anything. That's important. Because you see they have Orisa. Now generally, going towards this side is fine. You want to go there anyways, probably, especially if they give up this high ground. It's free. You go this way. And maybe go behind them. But let's see. Think comp matters below in GM. God damn it, dude. That's actually so true, though. Monkey needs a buff. He does. Orisa needs a nerf. Ooh, this Ana has a low. Go on her. Team. Yeah, generally, you don't want an engage like that as ball. You don't want an engage where you just walk into their front line as ball. Because ball is not a frontline hero. Ball is a disrupting hero. So what you should have done probably is go from low ground behind them and boop someone deep into your team. Because this rotation usually takes ages, but with ball it takes like 5 seconds. So then we can do. Genji needs a better place in the meta. That too. Hammond wins is not bad on this map. Well, it's not bad, but if you play against something like a Bastion setup, Winston's fucking dog shit. He's fine, but yeah, this fight is not good for you because they have a proper front line with Orisa and Hog here. That's a good combo. They can pull hook you, they have a shield to play around. So the only one that can deal damage right now is your Monkey. But Monkey can't stand here because there's a Hog laying into him and an Orisa. So you can't take this frontline fight with Ball Monkey against Orisa Hog. It's not possible. So what you have to do is go in one of the squishies or boop someone in, like the Orisa, boop her deep, or boop the Hog deep. That way he's in front of the shield and you can fuck him up. That has to happen here. Which isn't a big deal unless you don't have something brain dead viable. Yeah, don't go up these stairs anymore. They're setting up here now. Instead, you should go behind them. Look for boop. You can do the ledge pile drive because there's this catwalk thing. So you roll off here, turn around, and pile drive back in. That kind of stuff you can do on their backline, or you can maybe just boop their hog in. So do a rollout where you come wherever they have like an Orisa Hawk setup or something like that, you have to go from behind with ball. Against Reinhardt, it's a bit different because generally Reinhardt, in order to deal damage, he has to drop his shield and you can boop him around a bit. With Orisa, you can't. So with Orisa, generally you have to go from somewhere else where the Orisa is not. If you play against Rein, you can still go through the Reinhardt because he can't really do much about you. But against Orisa, you have to go for somewhere else. Let's see.
Oh my god.
Somehow you're trading. I don't know what the fuck's happening, but you shouldn't be trading at this point. They should just clean you up. But let's see. This is fine. You have no idea where they are though, so this is a blind dive. If this happens, where you come back, just go to this corner real quick. You can go back and then start swinging. Also, if you want to swing deep, here, grapple higher. You can grapple even up here on this thing, or even higher, but you grapple right here, I think, which is super low. That's a bit higher than I marked, but still it's too low. Right here, if you grappled higher, you could pile drive on her, even though it was a blind dive. And she wouldn't be out by now, I think. I think she would be dead, actually, if you pile drive there. This is good. Good boop on this freaking dwarf. Nice. That was good. But you could have killed the Ashe as well. Just a little bit. If she's fighting here, why don't you go from inner? Grapple me that. Okay. If she's fighting at this corner, why don't you go from inner? She can't hide that. And if she wants to dodge it, she has to run into your team. You pile driving here gives her an option to hide, which she does. So I think if you go from here and pile drive, it's better. Because you cut off her way, her escape route.
I can heal me. Go point.
It doesn't matter that much because you win that fight, but it just makes sure you're useful as well. Right here, you missed the pile drive because of it. There's a good pile drive on that hog. The way he can't move on point or pressure someone of you, and he has to get the fuck out and play defensive. That bubble's dog shit. What the heck? Oh no! Good boop. What happened here? What the fuck happened here? Okay, you have grapple up right here. Okay, you're quite low though, so you need some healing. Honestly, what I would have done if I'm that low, my target is probably this mega over here, and I literally just grapple through them here and try to throw them off, and maybe they chase you because you're low. This point, but I don't know. Waiting for heals here is fine too. If they retake here though, walk in here and maybe just mine this entrance so they can't do anything anymore, and then try to boop this guy off the point. I don't know. This fight's weird. I don't like the pile drive here. The spoop is fine on the Ana, then you have to get the fuck out. So he's whole hogging. And I feel like that your monkey played that wrong. That was not really your fault. Because that bubble was shit.
Can we see now this?
You ult on space, how do you jump? Oh yeah, what the heck? Probably mouse wheel? Jump is probably mouse wheel.
Oh, we got 2 tick.
Go.
I don't think you played that fight very wrong, besides that pile drive on the Zen. I don't think that was your fault. Maybe you could have mined the entrance, but I'm gonna keep it, it's fine. Okay, that's fine, now you cap it anyways. Don't bully. What? Who's bullying? Me?
Oh yeah.
Trying to speed Diana.
I'm just pointing stuff out, friend. You're going up here, that's fine. There's one trick you can do, you can roll with full speed onto... If someone's ever behind you as ball, you can roll with full speed onto this thing, and it bounces you up and you can pile drive right behind it. It's pretty good rollout if you want to do this. Now, this point is pretty good for mines because walking onto it is puts you in the open, and if you have to hesitate or clear something on point versus these mines, then you're in the open for longer. So mining the point here is good. Let's see what you do with the mines. I would mine right here. It is fine. That's actually pretty good. Now they did transit. Did they trans before you mined?
I'm gonna heal from main.
Yeah. But it's still okay. Probably should wait. If you hear the trans first, you probably should wait with the mines and do it after. You don't notice the other keybinds? Oh, what the heck? What are those bindings? What the fuck? Wait, what is it? A and W? What the heck are you playing with? Stop the bot. Look at these binds. What? A and W? What the fuck? What is that? What are those? What? I don't even know how I could possibly do that. Anyways, contesting the backline here is fine. You're super fucking low. Wait, were you low before? What the fuck happened? Oh, you got beated. I thought that was your E. I was like, why is it dropping? Hey, Chimera. Okay, so contesting backline's fine, but not with this HP. You have to get healed up first of all. You're winning this fight. Don't die for anything. At this point, you did your job. You're like up like 2 or something. And look at this. You have complete point control. You don't have to do shit right here. You could literally just stand in this corner and shoot this way. And it would be enough. By you going in there, it gives them an opening when they respawn. So don't do that. ESTF for movement? Okay. What the fuck? I'm confused. Yeah, this is too deep. You're committing now into them, and you probably die here, right? Yeah. And now it gives them an opening back in. Now your team should still win this, but there was an overcommitment by you. Same with your soldier. Why the fuck is he on that hog? You didn't even get second tick now. You would have at least gotten the second tick here if you didn't commit on the backline there. So whenever you're up... Okay, you're still winning this, I think. No, don't go so deep. Focus the guys on point, even if he's nanoed. He's not immortal if he's nanoed, especially a monkey after he uses jump and bubble. He's very, very, very killable right there. I'm big brain. Snap. So, generally, you always focus... you always focus point, unless if their Ana is up here where it's an insane off angle, where she can get thick anti-nades, can heal everybody, then you go on that. If she's stuck in one of these corners, you don't have to go on her. All you have to do is get behind that monkey maybe and body block so the Ana shoots you instead of the monkey, and the monkey dies on point. So don't hard commit on their backline 24/7, especially on 2 CP on attack.
You have nano, we can nano Vesa.
You get this guy, now get the monkey.
The Ana needs to die on the right side.
No, she doesn't. Hello? The Ana needs to die if she's in a spot where she's too useful. If she's literally just standing in a corner pressing left click, she doesn't have to die. She just needs someone between her and the guy she's healing. Hi, Dad. Hello. Hey, mob.
If we were to do bunker camping, I'm gonna have to rotate quicker. Like if they push under us, I have to rotate towards.
Just spot placing other than.
Again,
you can
we
play
push it.
forward. Forward's got more flexibility.
Alright.
Forward fashioning and I go miss.
Let's see what you play here. I assume you play Orisa again. Generally, this is a Pepega duo. You don't play Hog Bastion, you pick Diva Bastion. If you play Bastion, it's a duo. But it's ranked. What can you do? So you play Horse again. Baptiste Mercy, it's a good combo. Hanzo is also fitting. Hanzo's fine. You can play Ashe with it. You can play even Torb with it sometimes. You can play Mei with it. I unlost my shit. Nice. Nice, dude. Alright, let's see. Oh my god! Friendly slap? Wait, Dommy gifted sub. God damn. Dommy, you're absolutely crazy. Thank you so much for the gifted sub. Hog Bastion? You want the deal with it. Thank you so much, dude. Okay, relax, Dommy. Thank you so much, dude. Oh my god! Dude, I really appreciate it, man.
On point, that's right.
Okay, right here again, they probably have a Sombra on point. Same thing here. If you play this, you want to have a Diva because Diva can drop here and just fly back up. Hog has to contest, has to jump down. It takes him 5 seconds to get back up. It's a time waste. Hog Bastion is not a thing here. But it's ranked, so we don't want to bash on them too much. I just want to give a little bit of info. If you play Bastion, play Diva with it. Shield here is fine. Ooh, okay, it's a solo Ana, so you can do that. I think they lost someone beforehand, right? Yeah, they lost their monkey. Okay, if they lose their monkey, going in there is okay. But one thing you have to understand, if you go there, your Bastion will be useless. So your Bastion's not gonna help you on that staircase fight. If you're still confident you can win this because they have a shit lineup for it, or their Sombra's on point and just got forced out, so it's a 5v5, or like the Ana's out of position there, you can do that because as Orisa, as the zero is fucking busted like crazy right now, you're not in any danger of dying in there, even if you go by yourself even, because the zero is so fucking stupid. Anyways, if you want to go fight there, do it. But you just have to be aware that your Bastion will be useless, because he's not gonna move. But yeah, this is fine, because your hero is fucking great. I hate this hero, dude.
Chaser.
Yeah, shielding there is fine. They just lost their team. Nano Hog, okay.
Point.
Pulling Genji, it's fine too. Again here, the thing you want to do is pull them so they can't set up. That's what you want to do. These pulls are too far. As I said before, try to pull here closer to the wall. You don't have to get a kill out of it. You want to waste resource. Orisa meta, Pepins. I don't know. I don't know why we keep buffing. I don't know why we keep buffing heroes that are absolutely trash to play. They're not fun. They're just dog shit. Yeah, pulling the Diva is fine here. If you go for it, that's fine. So your positioning here is good. You have to be careful with wall.
There should be entrance there.
Now they do play Sombra again, right?
Let that Mei behind.
They're playing Mei, Genji. That shield is bad. Yeah. If you play with your Bastion, if you fortify here, stand in front of him and eat the bulk of the damage for him. If you're fortified, you're never dying, dude. The only time you're dying is if they have a Widow Hanzo with Storm Arrow and he double headshots you and the Widow full headshots you. And even then, I think you live with a little bit of HP. Because this hero is absolutely busted. So, if you're fortified and you have no shield right now, I mean, you do have shield coming up, but Even while the shield's thrown, there's still a timing where he can get shot. So make sure you block the damage for him. Stand in front of him and eat that damage up for him. Don't just let him die here. Also, the shield is bad. He was still outside of the shield when he threw it. Now you do get the rest off. Yoink her back up. Dude, you're not going for the yoinks. If someone goes up here and drops back down, yoink him back up. You want to pull this corner. Like when she's about to drop and you pull, she's going to get yoinked from below back up. That's how it works. Pretty good. There's keybinds. Yeah, we already asked. Orisa, was her movement speed while shooting right? Was there, there was a couple things. The spray pattern is better. It's not as random anymore. She moves faster while shooting and her shield got bigger. Those were the buffs she got while after release. Why did your Bastion drop? What the fuck? If your Bastion goes anywhere, you have to go with him.
Sorry, but no, I can't.
You don't get one shot force fountain if you discord it and you're getting right click by a Nano Hawk with mercy damage boost. Yeah, it's absolutely stupid. Okay, this is fine here still, sitting up there. I don't even know if they play Sombra right now. I haven't seen their Sombra in a while. Spills are fine. The position you have is fine right now. The only time you want to move is when they're below you or if they manage to go outside. Then you have to probably... Then you want to go catwalk. You don't want to drop. You want to go towards catwalk over there and play that side. Ooh, your shield breaks. This is good. Now you're body blocking for your guy. Look how much shit they threw at you. You just ate a fucking 5 orb or some shit and a bunch of Hanzo arrows. But you fortify, you're at 150. What a fucking joke, dude.
Oh, I'm gonna freeze.
Yeah, you're probably both dead now. That was a good mail. You lost track of that maze somehow. Your entire team did. Good rest, pull him.
Oh no, it's not worth it.
Pull him. Whenever Genji's blade, pull them. It fucks their movement. Gotta check out a shower and get food. Oh, enjoy your food. Alright,
Okay, you traded on side.
let's see where you set up. Let's see. On high ground?
Yeah, but it doesn't work.
Yeah, please go high ground this time. It doesn't matter which one. The one on the right here, this high ground is better because it only has this one entrance, whereas the other one has an entrance from their spawn and an entrance from below you. So generally, this high ground is better if you set up here, but you can set up on the other high ground too. Light health bars turned on. Wait, do you not? That's something you should change.
I use my box when...
No, you actually don't. That's something you should change. FRX, change allied health bars on so you can see how much HP your people have. Unless you really can't, but it gives you a lot of info. It does give you a lot of info.
Come over here.
Yeah, go.
Down bottom.
I go to high ground. This is good. You're setting up on the right high right now. It's off by default. I know for some reason.
Okay, one sec.
Sitting on this high ground here is good. No, don't drop. You're not the one that has to drop on point. If they go for a tick, you're the second guy to drop. First, it's your off tank, and Orisa comes. It's first your off tank that drops on point, and then when the off tank dies or the off tank has to get off, that's when you if you absolutely want to drop. But generally, if you lose that fight, if your Hawk just dies right away, you would wait until they have 2 ticks before you drop. You don't just drop instantly as an Orisa. Unless, like, let's say you got 2 pickoffs, you get 2 kills, and then your Hawk dies, and then you're like, I don't want to give them a tick. Then you can drop. Something like that. But if your Hawk just dies, if he just gets fucked on point, you don't drop right away. You give them a bunch of ticks. I panicked when the guy said about the tick. Yeah,
Okay, one sec.
that's okay, but you would rather give them a tick than lose this fight because you dropped too early.
I am point.
If your Bastion dies right now, look, you have to shield yourself now, and your Bastion's not playing the shield anymore. Now you should probably still win this fight because you traded a bunch of people and you have spawn advantage. Also, this bongo would be way more useful on high ground because they can't reach it. Now it just dies. Yeah, right here, if you still sit high ground with your Bastion, there's actually it's actually a good example. If you still stood high ground here with your Bastion up here, you would probably not lose this fight because their Ryan just walks in main. He would get his shield fucked. He wouldn't even reach point before his shield's fucked. ATP intensified. So stay up there. Even if it's a tick, you don't care about the tick. It's your off tank's job. You would rather win the fight than give it than lose a tick. So don't panic about ticks. It's not your job.
One on point is...
I think you actually lose because you guys dropped there.
Come on, just high ground.
Last Sunday. Nice. I like playing with the Emong and the fan. They're both nice people. Both very nice people. Going ball here is fine again. Poop him away, that's very good. This is good. You forced him back a lot. This is too deep now. As soon as you do this, where you booped him away, now you get the fuck out. You're way too deep. Way too deep. And it's throwing, and you booped him away. Look how much space you made by doing this. Their entire team was here. The only one that was shooting was this guy up here. Entire team can turn on this guy because their team's back here now. If you come back here, they walk back in, you can boop them back again. Like, all you have to do is clear the point here.
Yep.
Or contest the point. This is way too deep. Way too deep here. I don't have to yawn so much. God damn it. I thought I'd pile drive up. Even if you do, you'll probably die. The fuck did you just grapple to? What? Did you grapple all the way to the roof? There's no fucking way. What? Just went through with the rest of the grapple? Oh yeah, yeah. But even then, it's an overcommitment. I don't think you should have done that. I don't think you should have done that. I didn't even know you can grapple all the way up there. What the fuck, dude? Dude, you grappled all the way to that roof. That's way too far. How? Stump me. Just make sure you don't overcommit this ball. Also, as Orisa, make sure you don't touch the point early and you play the high ground. I just bought something to drink and some snacks. Dude, give me some. I didn't eat yet. Come on, brother. Alright, let's see. You're on ball again. Probably playing against Orisa again. Let's see. Cool bots. Yeah, always want snacks. This is fine, go outside. Yeah, this is usually the rollout you want to do. You go through here. And then as soon as this door opens, you grapple and then you try to boop the Orisa off so he doesn't have time. So you have to be very quickly. Because you just saw they were playing on the corner. You don't care about this guy. Yeah, good. You get the hog. Perfect. This is actually very good. What he did here was good. You ignore this fucking clown. You don't care about the soldier at all. You care about their front lines. So we call this, we're gonna boop one of them off and we hard focus this guy. Now your team moved to this side. Also your team's not a lot of damage because you have monkey with ball. Which makes absolutely no fucking sense. And some guy of you dies right before your soldier somehow. This is really good though. What do you want? Fruit, jelly, worms, chocolate or cookies? I'm down for cookies. Broke plat the other day and then fell. Oh no, he's Skygrazer. But congrats on breaking it. So the movement you did right there is really good. But dude, this is actually perfect what you're doing. This is what you want to keep doing. This is actually the exact same way I would play this. You boop someone, probably used E earlier. You're playing actually this is actually perfect though. You go up, boop them down, then your team deals with this. Then you go back up, boop someone else down. Your team deals with it. That's how you want to play this. It's actually perfect. Now do it again. Actually really good what you're doing here. One thing though, don't walk up these stairs. This is rough. Because if their hog is aware, it's super easy for him to block this entire way for you. So generally you want to go from outside this way, or maybe even from here, but they will also see that. Or you can go from behind them up these stairs. This is also decent. So the best ways I would suppose is you go from outside, or you go from below and then behind. Those are two ways I would suggest. So on your stream, wait, what? Ooh, that was juicy, dude. God damn. For some reason they backed off. I don't know why they backed off, but they backed off in that corner. That was juicy as fuck, dude. That was really nice. That was actually perfect. Now fighting in here is kind of rough. Okay, you got. Okay, you just cleaned them up. That was really good though. That pile drive, that boop pile drive combo before that was actually really fucking good. FRX. That was That was beautiful. Right now, this life you played was actually perfect on ball. One thing that I would suggest is don't go through these stairs, but it works. So
I'll hold
in
that.
this moment, while because they rotated back, while they rotate, you can do that, and the power drive combo there was perfect. Now right here, I would like to use mines on point again. That was awkward. That was super awkward.
Nice. You can heal from me. Heal from me.
This going up here is awkward. You don't want to stand in the air like that, because it gives them time to shoot. So one thing, if you don't want to, if you don't want to stand in the air, you go from the other way. Because the way you grapple here, it will always drop you because you're coming from high ground. So it will always do like this. So it's a bit weird, a bit awkward. So either you go from low ground if you want to go that deep, or you grapple the closer one. I think you have to grapple the closer one and then fly a bit further. That way you don't stand in the air, because it's super easy. If you like, there's this moment right now where you stand in the air because your momentum up and momentum down is the same movement. So you stand in the air for like a millisecond, and that's when he can hook you, and that's what he does. So you have to be careful with that a bit.
You can heal from me.
Look right here. Right here. Now you're not moving anymore. So it's super easy for him to grab you. So that rollout is easy to read. You don't want to do that. You always want to keep momentum as Hammond, where like your momentum is pushing you forward or something, because then when you press power drive, you lose all the momentum forward and just go downward. But if you go something like this, there's a moment where you stand still, so it's super easy for him to hook him. So you have to be careful with that kind of rollout. He did get the mines off in a pretty decent spot still. Yes, fine. You probably shouldn't go in there because your team's already dying. Just get the fuck out from your mines maybe a little bit. Dude, I still don't get why you guys play ball monkey.
Just need to take care of the Baptiste swing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Destroy it.
Walked up right, jumped up right.
Yeah, this is okay. Trying to go for Tommy. Thanks for the gifted sub to Sky Grace. Dude, you're absolutely nuts. Stop spilling your coffee, dummy. Thank you so much, dude. Going through here and trying to peel someone off position is fine. One thing is, it has to be timed right. So if you go this way and you want to peel someone out of position like these two clowns, your team needs to go out here or main at the same time, or below right side. So you're doing it a little bit too early. I mean, I think you're just trying to set up here, right? But setting up through this thing is one thing you want to do if they set up here or over this side. If they're setting up close to you, going through here is not really somewhere you can go as a ball. And they are close, so I don't know what you're trying to achieve by going here. One thing I think is you can peel them off because they're going to contest you, but then your team needs to push at the exact same time. Scream is so damn manly. Stop. Leave me alone.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, so now you're 10 HP. Sky Gracer, thanks for the follow. These guys aren't even followed yet. You give them subs. Yeah, so I would suggest you go from here and grapple up here and then go above them here, and then you can power up whenever you feel like. So I would suggest here. Max, dude, thanks for the follow. It's kinda cute. God damn it.
Well, the nanoplate was not too successful.
Yeah, Roadhog ulted me.
Get out of there.
I'm Reaper now.
Okay, right here you have to wait for your team again. Dude, I hate playing this fucking map. This map's absolutely awful. Monkey top right with you. I don't... So here's the thing. I don't like going out of this high ground as Hammond unless they play behind this... Like, one sec, I want to show you. Unless they play behind this this wall I showed you earlier and you can do the rollout. So if they play... Oh my god. If they play behind this wall back here, where you can roll against it and then it whoops you up and you power up behind, then it's fine. But other than that, I would like to go out bottom left It's generally the best way because you can reach everything. You can reach top right, you can reach top left properly. There's no easy interrupt for them. Everywhere you go, you will keep your momentum forward, so it's not easy for them to do anything. It's not like the rollout you had earlier where you stand in the air for a second, where it's easy for them to shoot you or hook you. So I don't like going top right here, man. Yeah, don't. Okay, main is fine too. Main is a little bit awkward sometimes because you have two angles to the sides, so you can shoot you from two sides. But that was fine. That was a good engage. Ooh, you don't really want to fight that. You don't want to fight that. Especially after you ease down. After you ease down, you have to be a bit careful. If you ease up, you can take this fight. If you have like E right now, you can roll in there. But especially against Reaper, you're not the one that has to take down that thing. It's not your job.
Get out.
Honestly, I would probably go Orisa here at this point. Against Reaper, Orisa, Baptiste too. None of these heroes are easy to kill for you at all.
The lamp.
The only hero you could possibly kill is Anna, but she's playing so deep into her spawn that it's impossible for you to reach that. This is awkward as well. Hey, what happened here? Where did you grapple from?
Go.
It's too deep. If you want to grapple here... Okay, oh boy, go a bit further. Okay, right here. If you want to grapple and do mines on point, you grapple this thing. You don't grapple this moving platform. You grapple super close here. You grapple here at the top, like in this wall. So you can get the mines all on point and pile drive in the middle of point, or you mine here and then you go a bit further and pile drive at this side of point. But the way you grapple right now makes it awkward again because you're too far forward already. So it will bump you into this wall every time, and you can't get good mines or pile drive off. I get the permission to post. You have to be a sub and join my Discord. But you're a sub now, so you just join my Discord. I have Discord and Twitch link, and you're good to go. Okay, you win this. Mines were still decent, but not the greatest value.
Yeah.
Don't go deep again now. Yeah, the grapple's fucked sometimes. I don't know how they didn't fix that yet. Focus at Reaper, that is really good. Nano Reaper is scary. I don't know why she would nano you. You're the least value in this. Focus that thing. Okay, right now you're playing it perfect. The cleanup fight you're doing right now is actually pretty good because you're not going deep again for their backline. You're just contesting people. You're playing the point. You have to get this guy. Oh my god, you're actually losing this. That was not your fault though. We'll do it on its own and it will. Oh boy, this is rough. Generally, I think you played that fine though. Touched here, get the mines up. In the center, that's good.
Reaper in the background.
That one's rough to play. Alright, so okay, so generally you have to work a little bit. Okay, so the feedback I would give you right now on ball, you have to look at your rollouts a little bit more. You want to keep momentum while you're in the air, so it's harder for them to shoot. So make sure you don't grapple too far away and you hit walls, or you don't grapple from high grounds, because whenever there's like a high ground and there's a low ground, it will drop you a bit and then pick you back up, and then you will stand up here in the air because of the way the curve works. So usually you don't want to grapple from high ground, you want to grapple from low ground, because that way it will only give you upwards movement. That's a big feat, 15 deaths. Yeah, you died a lot on the Hammond side. So you have to be a bit careful with that, with your rollouts. It will make it a lot easier. Generally on Horizon, if this is main, this is the high ground, there's a low ground exit from attacking side and left side, you want to go through left side generally, because it has the best rollout towards right side high ground, towards left side high ground, towards point is easy. You can go main as well, those are fine. It's just on main you can get shot from two sides, whereas on left side you can only get shot from one side. So there's no one that can shoot you in the back if you go left side. That's why I like it. But on Hammond, work on your rollouts a bit. Try to get them under control. Other than that, like your mines, they were generally fine. The ideas you had were fine. Like you contest the right targets. You try to mine on the center of point, so the entire point is covered. That's where you want to mine. You don't go too deep. Most of the time, you try to boo people off on the high ground on first, which is really good. You did it twice at one year fight, so that's really good. Now, it's just sometimes your rollouts, they're a little bit lacking, which means you not end up where you want to end up properly. Like, you feel like you have the right ideas. You're like, I'm gonna swing in and then power drive them, but I didn't hit the power drive because my rollout wasn't good enough. That kind of stuff. So on Hammond, try to work on these rollouts and get it down to where you land exactly where you want to land. It takes some time. Now on Orisa, one thing I want to point out is that you're too scared when you put Fortify up with your Bastion. So if you play with your Bastion, with your Fortify, play in front of him. So people can't farm him and he's not scared to heal. Like, whenever Bastion heals, that's a window for the other team to go take space and move forward. Because if Bastion self-heals, he can shoot at the same time. It's not possible for him. So make sure you body block for him if you have Fortify up. As Orisa, you're not really in any danger to die if you have Fortify up. And when they contest point, you're not the one to touch. That's a big one. That's a big one you have to get out of your head. If you're Orisa and they touch point, you're not the first one to touch. You're the second one to touch. And if you have to touch, you touch it when you absolutely have to. You don't just go on point just to not give them a tick as Orisa. Unless you already won the fight. That's the only time you can do that. If the fight is still even, or if you trade like 50-50, it's like a one trade for one trade, it's an even fight, give them the tick. You don't give a fuck. You would rather win the fight than don't give them a tick and maybe lose the fight. And so Bastion should be able to heal and shoot at the same time. Pretty much. That's the feedback. Kappa, absolute Predo 3-head. So don't touch the point as Orisa first. Unless you already start playing on point, then it's okay, obviously. Use Fortify to protect your Bastion, and don't be scared if you press Fortify. And on Hammond, work on your rollouts. I hope that helped, my friend.